Do you need a armored vehicle? Yes, a tank of sorts. Yes, a small, agile tank to crush your enemies with. Which, obviously, you by that description, you know that this video will not be about that great lumbering beast over there of a truck. No, that is reserved for another video when I am finally completed with the small details that's left. The thing I will be focusing on in this video is my brand new battle tank, the Puma. Yes, that's right, this little beast right here. And I thought, instead of using wheels, because I have tried so many times making a tank with just lots of wheels, I decided this time to give it hover pads. Oh, I must excuse me, it's quite late when I record this. Now you see, it uses a technique with the wheels whereby you place wheels in whatever manner you wish. I have decided to put them like hover pads at the bottom. Then you go into the settings of the wheels and turn the friction to 0, making them well, gliding pads. And then you don't control it with those, you control it with thrusters and gyroscopes instead. So I spent not long, a half an hour, maybe? No, it was more than half an hour because I had another prototype. So let's say an hour. I used an hour on this thing. Didn't take too long, actually. You know, I have spotlights, thrusters, a well-defended cockpit, and this thing is all heavy armor as well. So you can see, there's some nice armor on the side here, some nice thrusters. At the back here, these are decorative, purely decorative. They are meant to look like exhaust pipes. Let me take it into the light so you can see it a bit better. So, this might be a good time to talk about the controls. So, you sit inside of it. Oh, Jesus Christ. You sit inside of it, and you have controls there. The important one is number 9, which is rotor safety lock, which freezes the wheels and also gives them back their friction by some chance, so you can drive it out. It functions quite well. You just keep the inertial dampers on while driving this thing. So, you can see that the wheels kind of spin when you turn it around, but it doesn't cause any problems. I would not recommend using this thing in multiplayer either. So, number 1, Gatlings. You gotta have some concentrated fire to shoot down infantrymen. It's a good thing to have. You might not have it as useful all the time, but the option's there if you want to. Number 2 gives you control of the Gatling turret. Now, of course you can shoot a couple shots of this and then it reloads. It works brilliantly. It's quite effective. And also, this, you might not know this, you can control the craft even though you control the turret. And if you hold Alt, you then regain gyroscopic control and lose turret control. However, you can still fire. And then just let go of Alt and you can move your turret about. I will show that thing next time. Promise. Don't know when next time is gonna be. So yes, this thing has heavy armor, thrusters, some good spotlights in the front. My signature camouflage. Well, it's not a camouflage. Decal coloring, which I put on everything I have. I also built this little thing, which is like an outpost. I might release this one too, a small outpost with like a small neat little hangar, which had some coloring mistakes there. Oh, really quite late. Not the best time to record, but... And then a small outdoor area, for cargo and stuff. yes, I have made some targets here. The light, this one with a picture of a truck on it, is light armor, and this one with a picture of a tank on it is heavy armor. Not actually. Let me just save a copy of that. I would like to use those as targets on a later date, so... Yep, just gonna save those. Alright, I shall test this thing now. Gatling fire, I don't think you need to see that. I mean, well... You know what, I can show you on this thing, so just get ready and... is that just me seeing that? Might be. Alright, did some lighting changes. Oh, it's shadows, I think. Alright, so we just aim and fire. Of course, light armor just gives up the instant Gatling fire is involved. Let's try turret. Right, zoom in and fire. Surprisingly not that effective against it. I think they nerfed this thing. Rockets used to be really, really powerful back in the day when they first came out. You could blow large holes in large ships. Now you need several shots to punch through. I mean, they do a lot of damage. That's certainly a big hole, but that took me ages to get that hole. So I wouldn't. I think they should buff rockets again. I mean, they got severely nerfed over time. Yeah. Alright. So, and to just get out of that view, you just press T. Now, this thing seems a bit sluggish. I'm not quite sure why. Alright, we can use spotlights now that we don't have much light. Boop. Yeah, very powerful spotlights. Oh. Look at that. With some nice covers over them as well. Right, Gatling fire. Hold on a second, it might actually be... And that pierces quite nicely, but you're gonna need to have a lot of concentrated fire in order to get that properly. Hold in there. Alright then, let's test the rockets, yes? Now aim and fire. That's virtually... You know what? I think that does quite well. And for the final test, I shall test its armor and firepower on itself. Because I always find that to be a good idea to just see how much itself can take a pounding from itself. Right, you could just hit the cockpit, but the cockpit is actually quite well guarded, I think. So, boom, you hit it, and... well, that's just superficial damage, that one, really. And again, oh, you took the gun out, alright? What you hit there, right? You damaged the ground, alright? Let's see, could you hit one of the wheels? Yes, unlikely though. So, there we go. Yeah, rockets don't seem to do much against it, so... let's try some Gatlings. Oh yeah, Gatlings. Oh shit, I crashed into something. I crashed into the base. I have to weld that up later, but look at this. That's actually doing quite well damage, but you gotta be close with this thing because... look, we're aiming above it now because we're... oh, this thing is not on full power because it's smashed against the wall. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, I can see that, that's fair. Look at that, I can just... oh, okay. But, if you don't have a head-on shot, it's... if you're at this position, then yes, you could hit the cockpit. See, it's still hard to break, so you have to face this thing in order to kill it properly. But, this... yeah, I think that's about it, yeah? Hold on a second, let me just... yeah, you know what? Here's a great idea for an update. Folders for blueprints. Just look at all these ships. Look at all this, and that's... I have so many ships here. I have about 8 versions of the dagger. Yes, of course, the Puma. That's it. Alright. There we go. There's the ship. I'll have to do some small modifications to those systems. But, here you have it. The Puma light tank. Yes. Yep. I should, before I end the episode, I should try it on a spin. Yes, go take it for a spin. Now, so be a bit careful. This thing does actually have more sideways maneuverability than it has forward thrust, but I don't think that should be a problem. It also, it doesn't really have enough power to pull itself to the sides as well, but you get the gist of it. You can go quite quick. I wouldn't recommend going, well, even this is a bit quick actually. You should keep it at 50. Well, possibly 40 or 30. I mean, if you want to know, I think 35 meters per second is about 100 kilometers an hour. Yeah, you shouldn't go that fast off-road. So, yeah, I just got a message. I hope that does not show up in the video. God damn it, really hope that doesn't show up in the video. Shit. Alright, I think I'll end it here. There you go. My brand new creation. Gatlings, missiles, everything you could wish for. Thank you, I'll see you next time.